relationships between people is always going to be a value exchange. There's no such thing, unless you're being used like a fool, of you having all the value and the people next to you having no value to add to your lives. Even the friends you talk to, they make you laugh, and so they give you value, right? So by extension, how do you get good people around you? How? Think about it. It's a value exchange, right? You want to have good people around you. Every relationship in the world is built on an exchange of value. So how do you end up having good people around you? You have to be a good person. Good people have good people around them.
Yeah.
Bad people have
bad people around them.
True or false?
Facts.
You look at a thief. Who are his friends? Thieves. Because he can't hang around with good people because he's stolen from them. So my circle is solid, and they are good, valuable assets to me because I am a good, valuable asset to them. The better a person you become, if you were to embark on this journey of self-discovery like we just described, you would start taking your life very seriously. There'd be people who would come into your life who would be new, and there'd be people who fall out of your life. Guess who's gonna fall out of your life? The bad people who are wasting your time, wasting your life. And the people who would join into your life would be the people you're training with, people who want to climb Mount Everest with you, etc. The better you become as a person, the better your circle becomes. Which is why when people send me questions, I get this a lot. Hey Andrew, my friend did this to me, my friend stole my girl, some bullshit. Well, if you're hanging around with losers, guess what you are?
A loser.
A loser. If you're hanging around with snakes, guess what you are?
A snake.
A snake. There's no snakes in my circle, there's no losers in my circle. The best way to have a good circle is to be a good person. Life is very simple, and it will fix itself if you do the work. I can never be poor. My skill set, the people I know, my phone book, my reliability, my reputation, you could take all of my money today. I'll be a millionaire again in 2 weeks. I can call people and say, lend me 10 mil. Oh, that's tate. I can call people. I know people. I have a place I can go. I'm good at speaking. Like once you have those lessons and once you have that network and once you have those things built, you can't go broke. You really can't. You get to a point of life where the only way you could go broke is if you become a drug addict or something ridiculous. But yeah, so the lessons are very, very important.
Yeah.
I want to make it clear because these last few years people skipped all of it. Even if they have a little bit of money, they have none of the lessons. They're going to suffer. The universe will teach them a lesson. I'm ruthless. I am ruthless. I'm ruthless.
You wouldn't be any other way, would you?
No, but I don't have time for brokies. I don't have time for sad people. I don't have time for unlucky people. I don't have time for someone who's complaining. I don't have time for negativity. I don't have time. I'm so ruthless. If I knew a dude who always had a cold, I wouldn't talk to him. You're too sick. I don't like it. My circle is winners. Everyone around me is a winner. No matter what bad happens in our lives, we win. And it's amazing to me that people understand that you are the sum of the 5 people you spend most time with. But then they don't curate their circle.
No.
They'll go, yeah, I understand that part. And then they'll still hang around with a bunch of fucking losers. The problem is, it has to be a value exchange. You can't be a loser hanging around with winners because winners don't want to hang around with you. You need to find a way to provide value and work your way up. But as you progress through life, there's going to have to be people you cut off because they're just holding on to your coattails, slowing you down. And no matter how many times you give them a chance, they don't want to fucking progress. And that's their decision. That's fine. You don't have to feel guilty about that. Life is a value exchange. Every friendship, every relationship, every business relationship, there has to be an exchange of value. If as you progress through life, people stay in the same place, you're only giving value. You're not receiving any value back. And you have to be ruthless about those things. Like I have a very curated circle. And everybody in my circle is extremely useful and we're extremely successful. And it's a very motivating thing. If you're in a room full of ice cream experts and all they talk about is ice cream, how to move ice cream, how to sell ice cream, different flavors of ice cream, how you make ice cream, you're going to learn a lot about ice cream. If you're in a room full of people who are billionaires, guess what they're talking about? Money. And guess what you're going to learn about? Money. I don't sit and have pointless conversations with people. I don't even know what people are talking about. If me and my friends meet, we end up talking about the earth and how it can pay us. That's what we talk about. And that's how we manage to make a bunch of money. So you have to be ruthless with your circle. And for people out there who understand this, a lot of people say they understand it, but they genuinely don't. But if you do, and you are trying to progress your circle, you need to find a way to provide value. You need to either join networks like my one on corporative.com, or you need to find a way to provide value. I'll give you an example. In Romania, I was driving and I went to a town called Cluj, which is a very small town. I went in a nice car And a kid came up to me and he said, I run the car swapping page and we take pictures of the Ferraris and Lamborghinis. I said, yeah, sure. And anyway, he took a picture of it and then he gave me his business card and he said, I just want you to know, I don't even like cars. I just knew the best way for me to meet rich people is to take photos of nice cars.
It's a great story.
I was like, you're smart. I hired him.
I'm not surprised.
He works for me. Yeah, he still works for me for this day.
Yeah.
He was smart enough to go, where's the money over there?
Yeah.
How do I get close to the money? Oh, they don't want to talk to me, but if I take cool photos of his car, he might want to talk to me. You have to find a way to provide value to people.
Yeah.
If you provide value and it's a value exchange, you'll do good. But yeah, I say this to people. They go, oh, but my friend, and we have a good time together. Well, if you're going to prioritize your friends by drinking